Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Friday Night Hangout brought to you by the Craft Beer Nation. We're getting started late tonight because that's just the way it be. Not that you were sitting there on the edge of your seat waiting for us, because we're just about having fun, whether you come to see us or not. We just want to have fun. But we welcome you. If you want to join, hit us up on Twitter. We'll send you a link. You can get in on the fun. We got plenty of room. So, nonetheless, as per usual, I was just drinking, having fun. My crew tonight, starting to my far left, Ben Foray. Ben, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing good. Thanks, guys. Ben went a little slow, so I'm sorry if my video is choppy. I'm not picking up on a lot of other things. But
Ben and I actually got to hang out today and drink a few beers. At some point soon, hopefully, we're going to get together and crack some bottles and, you know, walk on the edge of inebriation.
Where'd you guys hook up?
Thank you.
Where'd you guys hook up?
We hooked up at Rustico in Old Town Alexandria. I guess, is that technically Old Town, Ben?
Yeah, some would call it a different neighborhood. I think it's pretty close to Old Town. Yeah.
Old Town-ish?
Yeah.
Between Old Town Alexandria and Crystal City.
Thanks for the info.
Whatever that area is called, I don't know. James, how are you doing tonight, sir?
Doing well. Glad to be on. Glad to be drinking.
Hey, I hear you, my man. J to the J to the D. We're missing D for the last couple weeks. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing well, guys. Good to be here. Sorry, I'm traveling, so I'm out in Reno, Nevada, but good to be on the call tonight. So,
and last but not least, with the second most glorious beard in the Hangout. I know them's fighting words. So I'm just joking, Matt. I'm just joking. Matt, how are you doing tonight, sir?
Good. How are you, man? Long time.
Doing well.
Missed you guys.
All right, so
today, by the way.
You missed us. Oh, Matt, we missed you too, buddy.
I wasn't invited, so you know.
All right. So let me rewind. Let me go back across the screen again and start right back with Ben. Ben, what are you drinking tonight, sir?
Boy, he really is slow, huh?
All right, James, what are you drinking tonight, sir?
Tonight I am drinking the 2014 version of Southern Charred. It's different from obviously the 2013. They did a little different. They did 100% Kentucky bourbon barrels on this one, aged for 5 months. Interesting. It's got that kind of toffee sweetness to it with the bourbon barrel characteristic, but not overly bourbon barrel characteristic. Not bad. I mean, it's a 13.2%er that doesn't taste like it, so you can get messed up on this probably pretty easily. But it's not definitely not one of my top, 20, 50 beers, but it's pretty good. Not bad.
Can I tell you my favorite variant of the Bastard was
Midnight Brunch? What's that?
Depth Charged.
Oh, Depth Charged.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah,
that one's a good one.
That's Arrogant Bastard aged in barrels with coffee, or it's just Arrogant Bastard with coffee?
Coffee. Yeah, but wasn't that only part of that like 4-pack thing, Randy?
I think so. Well, yeah. Well, I don't know.
James is the
resident release. Yeah,
James is the resident
California it was.
Expert.
Yeah, for Southern California it was. I don't know about other areas of the nation.
Yeah, I'd never seen that beer other than in that 4-pack thing, and I thought that was bombing for sure.
Yeah, that was definitely a good one for sure.
That was the best variant of the Bastard. There was one the bigger, badder, uncut or something like that. Gil hated that beer.
I was not a fan either. I mean, it was all right, but it wasn't good.
The smoke on that beer was insane, like campfire coal, cough drop type, or candy or whatever, like sucking on a coal, man, sucking on a coal.
But I think Gil also is not a big fan of smoked beers, right? If I recall.
No. I'm not a fan of smoke, but Gil loves a good smoke. But I think it essentially was basically a lot more than what he was expecting with it. I don't think he
Oh,
was.
it definitely was.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting so much smoke. And
I mean, you know how Stone is. They take a good thing and fuck it up. Or, I'm sorry, excuse me. Mess it up by going way too deep into it.
So
good,
James,
man. It's
James, is that a $19 500 milliliter beer?
I think this one was 16 something.
Okay.
Well, the question is it worth that?
Is it worth it? No, I would definitely say no.
But you had to get it at the time, right?
Yeah. Well, no. So here's the stupid thing. The 2013 I thought was way worth it. The 2013 I thought was amazing. It was probably the 2013 version at the time that I had it was definitely in my top 10 of beers ever. And so without, sight unseen, I was like, hey, the 2014's out. I'm going to buy a whole bunch. I think I have like 6 of them. And then I've had them throughout, once every, 6 months or so. So I have like one more left of these. And it's not worth like, the $16.99 or whatever it is.
Duly noted.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Ben, because Ben has a little thing going on tonight. Ben, let me white box you real quick.
Sure.
What you drinking, Ben? What's up? What's good?
I'm drinking black, and I'm about physics as an experiment because I've had this beer. It's awesome.
Ben, hold on, Ben. Can y'all see Ben?
I see him twice.
Yeah, I see him twice, and one of them's not moving, and he's not white boxed.
One just dropped.
Two. Can you see me in this one?
Nope.
No.
And you dropped out like when you first started talking.
Yeah, because you had two. Well, it had 2 iterations of you in here. One of them was.
Oh, okay.
It was gonna disappear. Or something.
Yeah, my laptop wouldn't work properly, so I got my iPad out as a backup. Can you guys see me on the iPad?
Nah. And usually we can see. We can't. The iPad usually doesn't have a problem working at all. But.
Okay, let me drop out and try and head back on. I'm sorry, guys.
All right, it's cool. JJD, what are you drinking, man?
So I'm drinking this beer. It's a local beer here, 385 Scatali. I think I had this maybe once before on a Hangout. So this is Great Basin Brewing. They're like the original Nevada brewery. They've been around for a while. They make pretty good beers. Their IPA Icky is what you can find all over the state. And their big beers are good. This is a Russian Imperial Stout, 14.6%. I had it before. It was called Scatali 404. I thought it was called Cytail 404, but I actually met a dude at a bar 2 nights ago, and he was raving about Scatali, and he told me the whole story because the thing, like, it's one of these like real elaborate things, ships in a box, and it's got this like ribbon that comes with it, and I had no idea what the hell this ribbon was before, but so Scatali is like a ancient Greek decoder ring type of thing. So this ribbon, like you wrap it around, and it's got all these words on it, and it codes off into this thing that this time capsule that represents the culmination of 385-day journey, a pure expression of the art of brewing that we have dedicated ourselves to each and every nuance of flavor and aroma crafted by design. One last prize awaits you for unlocking the secret of the Scatali. Bring this ribbon to either of our brew pubs, and they give you a snifter. So if you bring the ribbon in and tell them that you kind of solved the puzzle, I guess they give you a glass, and I never realized that. But it's a killer. It's good beer, big Russian Imperial Stout. So bourbon barrel aged for 385 days. And the thing's always born on leap day, like February 29th. So they only release it on February 29th every 4 years or whatever. So.
My goodness, that was a lot of
information, huh?
They're reaching a little bit.
Yeah, I know,
with that whole rip. And jeez Louise. All right,
you got to differentiate,
It's barrel aged or it's just regular?
No, barrel aged for 385 days. So bourbon barrel aged for 385 days. 14.6%, 65 IBUs, SRM 29.0. So it's good.
Hey, what kind of barrel? Does it say what kind of barrel?
No, it's bourbon barrel, but it's they don't list the label or anything.
Distillery. Okay. All right, let's go back to Ben because I actually want to see this.
Can you guys see me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay. So I've had this beer before, 2016 Black Knife Stout. Love it. Awesome beer. It's a motor oil stout, so I wanted to do something fun this time around, and I'm pouring it through the physics because I've been able to pour foam on, or rather head on beer with this thing with other beers that I normally can't get head out of. So I just wanted to see if it would work with this beer.
All right, Ben, so is the premise that it gives you a nitro type head or just head period?
Yeah, so it's a creamier, kind of frothier head that has more kind of lasting power. I think that's the real benefit to this thing. I really like playing around with it. I think it's going to be great for bottle shares too, because if you want some of it, you can just come and grab some. You don't have to worry about pouring it or anything, or maybe being able to pour it. So
right.
So it's kind of like a growler. Once you get it in there, then it just has like its own tap, Ben?
Yeah, so it has like a tube that goes into the bottle or growler or
look at that! Look at that creamy head. That's like
that's just pouring. Now
it pours the head, and then you like push it backwards or something like that, and it pours the beer, then you pour it backwards, and it generates the head.
Okay, look at that.
So I can push a ton of head through that thing.
That is like a nitro type head there.
Yeah, that's super thick and creamy. I can definitely get a better nose on it this way.
Makes sense.
So does it have like a cartridge in it or something, Ben? Like a nitrogen cartridge, or?
It's Soundwave.
That's what four double A batteries, and you just put it in there, let it rip.
Ultrasonic, huh?
I guess so. Yeah, I don't really know how it works, but
it's all physics. Just kidding.
Physics.
All right. So Ben, how do you clean it?
You just run water through it.
Oh, okay.
You just run water through it. Yeah.
At some point, you might want to run a little bit of PBW. No, not necessarily caustic, but some PBW through there.
Or Star Sand.
Star Sand is just a sanitizer. You're gonna want to run
clean
PBW
the flavor
to
out
clean
of
it.
it.
To clean it.
Yeah,
then you might want to run some Star Sand through there.
I bet if you got like a couple drops of caustic, like beer line cleaner, every year, it would probably be fine. The thing is, like, after I use it, I run hot water through it, just like basically warm water through it right away.
You'll be fine.
Right through it to see if it tastes okay, and it's been holding strong. I've ran like 10 beers through this thing, and I've noticed that with IPAs, it'll take some of the edge off of an IPA. That's awesome. It'll make it like just that little tiny bit more better, and I am loving this stout through it.
If you're gonna run warm water through it like every time you use it, then I think you'd probably be all right. But I gotta tell you, man, the head on that beer looks like legit nitro.
It does, yeah, and it has that like staying power and that glass coating as nitro. I mean, it could be that that's what they're going for, and some people don't like a head like that. This isn't gonna dissipate quickly, but well, the funny thing too is, it'll do that with every style. So I poured a Hefeweizen through this, and like, oh, I want more head, because my head had dissipated and like the way head tastes. So I poured head, and it tasted off because it was like way too, tiny bubbles and foamy.
Do it,
but
do it with a beer with Brett.
Oh,
the thing will be straight.
Yeah, some of the styles it'll really push a lot of foam with. I have a bottle of Spontan Sea Buckthorn. Maybe I'll run through later.
Cool. Matt,
see how that turns out.
Matt, what's up, man? What you drinking, bro?
Oh, sorry, my dog's a little crazy. Haven't popped it yet, but I got a little rye hipster brunch stout.
Killer.
Oh yeah.
I've been, like I said, I'll take a little nap earlier, but get into it a little bit.
while Hyatt cracks that open, Ben, I was supposed to buy that weasel today, and I totally forgot.
Which one?
The weasel.
Oh, the Vassal brunch.
Yeah, there you go. Weasel.
Yeah, I can hold it for you. I'm not working tomorrow, but I can come in and get it tomorrow, or I can just hold it for you Sunday.
How about I just PayPal you some money and you scoop it from me?
Alrighty, you can do that.
All right, so Hyatt, that's a what is it? It's a rye hipster.
Yeah, it's Odd Sides rye hipster brunch stout. So rye stout brewed with maple syrup, aged in rye whiskey barrels with coffee and bacon added.
Wow,
Boy.
that sounds pretty killer.
Hyatt only drinks the best. Okay, let me put that out there right now. Okay,
I'll get at it.
Matt only drinks the best. Okay, this dude hasn't seen Sierra Nevada beer in the last 3 years.
Yeah, I remember the last hangout he like drain poured a KBS or a Bourbon County or something. He was like,
I think it was an M3.
yeah.
He poured an SR-71 and he was like, "Oh, this is swill."
I'll get out of here.
Boom.
The 2013 Assassins. He was like, "Ugh."
It's interesting.
I mean, you got a
How
lot of
big is the
instant
bacon
things
in that
going
beer,
on.
Matt?
Sure, if I get bacon at all, really.
Yep.
Okay, do you get smoke?
It needs to warm up quite a bit as well, though. It's fresh out of the freezer or fridge. Jeez, freezer. Fresh out of the fridge as soon as we started the show, but I'll see how it is and revisit that. See if that bacon comes out at all. Definitely got a lot of maple and coffee with it, though.
Cool beans.
Maple's kind of the deal now. A lot of guys are doing maple stout. Seems like.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I just finished up what I was drinking. I'm drinking a 2016 vintage of Virginia tap water. You can see a little bit left right there in the bottom. I actually have a CrossFit competition in the morning, so I drank my fill today with Ben, and I am not gonna partake tonight because I have to do 3 wads tomorrow, and I will surely puke up if I indulge too much tonight. So I'm gonna do the responsible thing and not drink and watch you guys drink and be jealous and drink my liver out tomorrow. So maybe we should do a Saturday night hangout tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm down. We don't want you to blow your wad.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ben Foray. He's here all week.
Dear diary, I made a joke.
Dear diary.
Here we go.
All right, so James.
Yeah.
James, has the complexity on your beer changed at all from the time you opened it? Because I know that beer, the fact that it's a bourbon barrel beer, and I guess technically, Arrogant Bastard is classified as an American strong ale.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, that coupled with bourbon cold to warm, I like to imagine that there might be some changes in the complexity.
A little bit. I mean, I wouldn't sit there and say like, oh my god, it's definitely changed, but there is a little bit less. I mean, it's the sweetness has kind of gone down a little bit, which is a little weird to me. The bourbon barrel doesn't really manifest it anymore, but there is a slight difference, and it's not as harsh as it was when I first opened it, which is kind of odd because usually colder, obviously kind of takes away the bite, but it kind of mellowed out a little bit. It's not quite as sweet as it was. But honestly, it's a little one-dimensional. It was what it was, and it changed a little bit, but not all that much, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we've said it before, but I think Stone has been a little disappointing, man, for me as of late. I mean, James has always been like the #1 Stone fanboy, and I've probably been like at least second or third on the fandom for Stone. But now at this point, like, and I know Matt's probably like, you guys call yourself craft beer heads, and you're enjoying Stone. I'm just kidding. But
yeah, I mean, I obviously I've said the same thing a lot lately. Even the Enjoy By, which I used to buy cases of, I'm kind of like, meh. And I think the only things I like are the stuff that's only available at the Stone Company stores and the breweries. All the limited, draft only type stuff. I think the only thing that I truly enjoyed lately has been the Woot Stouts. There was that it's not unapologetic, but one of those collabs that they did that was like a kind of like a peach kind of IPA that actually I enjoyed. But really, a lot of the stuff that's mass produced or production runs, they've been meh.
They're kind of driving down the center of the road, and they're not varying that much, Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing, they'll take risks on the pilot and the company stores ones, but I think because of the Virginia and because of Berlin, they probably were like, hey, we need to play it safe for a while until we can get those producing and making profits.
It kind of feels like they're phoning it in. I feel like beer has been evolving, not just now with the Northeast IPA, but I mean just period. The last couple of years, beer has been evolving.
Yeah.
Stone has, and I love them. I think Greg is probably one of the best craft beer ambassadors that you will find outside of Jim Cook and Jim Cook and Sam at Dogfish, Sam Calagione. I mean, those guys are absolutely legitimately insane about craft beer, excellent craft beer ambassadors. But for a long time, I take it back. There was a point in history where it felt like Stone was ahead of the curve or right at the crest of the wave or something like that. But now it seems that like it's kind of passed them by a little bit.
Yeah.
And like the game is evolving and they're kind of like, you know what I'm saying? They aren't back here, but they feel like they're
I hate to say this. I hate to say this, but there's two things. Number one, I don't know how much of it is Greg taking a step back and that new CEO from, I don't even remember what industry that CEO is from. I think it was like a food or other beverage. I don't know how much, the new CEO plays into it. But also, I hate to say it, but I kind of feel like they're almost like Sam Adams. They get to a certain size and it's kind of playing it safe. And maybe, and I hate saying this, but maybe they were a one-trick pony, and it was like overhop everything and try to smack you in the face with whatever flavor they were trying to get, and then they just stopped, and now it's just kind of like whatever.
But it still has so much ground to make up to get to Sam Adams territory. Like I think like a year or two ago, Stone was like maybe the 9th biggest brewer in the country, brewing like 800,000 barrels, where Sam was doing like 3.2 million or something.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about capacity. I'm just talking about
success, mainstream success.
Yeah, or I remember an interview with Jim Cook, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we're about balanced flavors, and IPA is a fad." And I kind of feel like maybe Stone is in that stage where they're like, "Oh, it's all about hops and nothing else, and it has to be the West Coast bitterness." Who knows? I don't know for sure.
I wonder if all this had anything to do with Dr. Bill leaving and doing his own thing. His Wild Barrel. What was it? Wild Barrel Brewing?
I don't remember what it was called. Honestly,
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I don't. In my opinion, I don't think so. I think it's a little bit of what's his face, Mitch Steele leaving.
Okay.
And Dr. Bill, from my understanding, Dr. Bill didn't have a ton of input as far as beer production.
Right, he was just an ambassador.
He's an ambassador, and then he did a lot of like pairings and advised the bistro, the restaurant side to pair with the beer. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's my understanding.
No, that makes sense because he was at Sabre this past year, and he paired their beer with Girl Scout cookies. So, you're probably spot on in your assessment.
But guys, they're just making beers that sell. I mean, they know Enjoy By sells. They know they make some cool stouts that people will buy, and they don't need to really branch out that much. I mean, play it safe. I mean, that's where the cash is.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure there's a sound business decision behind them doing what they're doing, right? I mean, they didn't grow to the size that they do without making sound business decisions. So there's a level of practicality, that's behind what they're doing, but just like from a craft head perspective,
Well, that's like why I was saying that they almost feel like Sam Adams to me. Like you'll have the casual drinkers be like, oh yeah, Stone IPA, whatever. But then you have us. I mean, we've talked about it. Other than Enjoy By, I don't remember the last Stone beer I've had.
Yeah.
Like it's been a long time since I've had Stone beer. And again, this is somebody who used to be a super Stone fanboy, and now it's kind of like, oh no, I like them, but I haven't had anything that's impressive. So people like us who are true, like, really
What do you think of the Valentine's Day?
The Valentine's Day? Oh, I haven't had that one. You're talking about the
Chocolate and coffee IPA.
coffee. Yeah. Knowing them, you probably can't taste any of the coffee and the chocolate because every time they made
it doesn't sound very good to me,
Well, they did make a what was it? Was it the coffee IPA that they made that I actually really enjoyed? And I'm not.
Oh, Dayman.
Dayman, yeah. That one I actually enjoyed, but thinking of Coconut R&R and the peach and the mango or whatever those collaborations they did, you couldn't taste any of those adjuncts that they put in.
Huh.
So that's why I'm joking about the coffee and the chocolate.
Matt, what do you think, man? Stone.
Matt's like, I don't give a shit.
Clearly.
Shit, I thought I was muted. I don't know. It's Stone, man. It kind of kills me. I mean, I definitely love all their Enjoy By. I don't even think I had like the tangerine or the unfiltered one, but I'll definitely pick it up when I see it in the stores. But it's the chase. The chase has definitely changed quite a bit over the past few years. But I haven't had the crazy ones that they've been putting out.
Yeah, Matt, to your point, I remember when they first came out with Enjoy By, I'd be like, yo, the new Enjoy By dropped today. I gotta go get that. And now I go in the store, I'm like, it'll be here next week.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially with the pack,
I'll catch the next one.
Right.
Yeah. I used to drive down to the brewery and pick up a couple cases if I could. Now it's kind of like, I'll find it somewhere.
My first Enjoy By was actually when I was in California visiting my father-in-law in Oceanside, and they have like a little tiny bistro type deal like on the boardwalk or close to the boardwalk.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the beer before, and then I can't remember the date. Maybe it was like 12, 14 or something like that. But yeah, that was the first time I had it, and it was fantastic. I fell in love with it, and they took a few home to Virginia, and I enjoyed it. But Enjoy By.
I think my all-time favorite of the Enjoy Bys was the 42014.
Yep.
That was probably my favorite Enjoy By of all time. Now it's kind of like,
So James, you mentioned Wood Stout. I love Wood Stout. I thought last year's Wood Stout was like 2 years ago, and I guess the last one that was like the fall of 2016. I didn't think it was that good. I mean, it's kind of, to me, it's very sort of unidimensional. Not as complex.
Yeah. I mean, for last year's, I honestly haven't had all that much. I've in my opinion, they almost have to be aged at least a year for the complexity to come out. And then I also, because I went to the HopCon, the release, I had the variations that they did and the casks, and they were so much better than it being fresh and on the regular one. That I haven't even tasted the regular one really much.
I bought one, and I'm like, man, this is epic, and it's one of those beers I went and bought like 6 bottles, because I'm like, I want to sell her a few of these, because it's, a year ago is not the most recent one, but the one before that I thought was really, really special.
Yeah, I one of these days I want to do a vertical, but I can't do it by myself, otherwise I'm gonna get messed up.
What's your point?
No, honestly, I want to do Wood Stout and Black Tuesday. I want to do verticals of those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get messed up.
Jeffrey, has your beer changed at all?
Yeah, it's warming up. I mean, this thing was pretty warm when I poured it, so I'm not done yet, but I'm almost done. I told you guys before, like when I'm staying out here, I stay at this bullshit Hampton Inn that there's not a single piece of glass in the whole hotel, so I have to I go to the liquor store and I see if they have like promotional glasses. So this is like a Jack Daniel's glass, you know. So I say, how much for that? How much for that glass? Oh, it's free. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'm drinking out of a Jack Daniel's glass. But yeah,
Have
yeah,
you,
That looks more like a what is that? What is that glass
A
called?
vase.
Is that
The highball.
it's a
no,
well, I mean, it looks more like it would be appropriate for a Kolsch.
yeah, a Kolsch glass, or
Stange.
even like the
A Stange.
Cantillon. The
Stange.
Cantillon glasses are like this, actually, you know.
Are they? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was about to say Pokel, but that's not a Pokel.
Lambic. Have you solved
And
the
how about your beer?
riddle there, Jeffrey?
What's that?
Have you solved the riddle in the bottle with the
Yeah,
scripture?
I solved it, man. Yeah, I solved it. It's like, you know, basically says that this beer is epic and is a time capsule, and if I bring this thing in, they're gonna give me a free glass. So that's all I care about, you know. But I didn't even know. It's funny because I didn't even know that was the deal, and that I just met this guy randomly at the bar the other night, and he loves this beer, and he bought like a case of them, and so I didn't know I got a free glass, so I'm all about free glassware.
So you're gonna
And then
go
you'll have a
just-
glass.
Yeah, just leave it at the hotel. Just leave it. At the
I am.
hotel.
I'm gonna put it under the bed because I'm always in the same room anyway. So you know.
You know, you're at a small hotel win.
Yeah, James, I wanted to just mention.
Got your own key.
I had tonight, James, a beer that would be right up your alley. It's a Pizza Port Graveyard on cask on a medley of peppers. So it was like, yeah, this was like this beer was like right up there with Crime and Punishment and Ghostface Killer in terms of heat. Yeah, it was. I loved it, but I'm like, yeah, I think James would not be digging on this.
I would die. So the brewer for Pizza Port, who he moved over. Well, he's San Clemente. He's now the head brewer for RIP, and he was talking about doing a whole bunch of different ones on peppers, and I was like, well, have fun with that. I won't be drinking. And he was like, well, what do you mean? And I explained that I was a weakling, and he was like, shit. He was pretty pissed.
Hey Ben, I think you I was about to say, I think you got it all out of that 12-ounce bottle.
No. You got to give it time when it does the reverse, when you pull the handle back to get foam.
Okay.
So, but what do you think, Ben? If you pour a 12-ounce beer in there, do you get it all out, or is like a couple ounces still left?
Every drop. That's actually, well, it's funny you bring that up because that's one of the problems with this thing is when you get to the end, it like and kind of splashes beer everywhere.
So it's pretty much like when you tap a keg, or not tap,
like,
when you pour a keg.
When you empty out a keg, it's the same kind of thing.
What's the capacity of it?
It can hold up to 750. No, it hold up to a 64-ounce growler, right?
Yep.
So the bigger ones will hold a 64-ounce. I've seen guys with like special 128s that are made for this thing. So I mean, it's a huge vessel in there. It looks kind of smaller, but the bigger one is the one to get. Because the smaller one, like, it can't even hold. I think the max is like 16-ounce can. It won't do a 750 mil unless it's the Belgian.
So that's like a Ricky Potts, physics. Yeah.
Yeah. So get the whole one, but I had the Black Note. I just tasted them side by side. I had it from the bottle and from the physics, and it's a lot smoother from the physics. Like, you can really taste the heat because it's fresh. I got it like the day after they got it in store. So I mean, you can really taste the heat on it from the bottle, but from the physics, I don't know if it's the nitro or what, but it's a lot smoother.
What?
Yeah, I remember sorry, James, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I remember I gave Ricky a hard time because he was in the grocery store one time. He bought like a 16-ounce growler. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Wait, they make 16-ounce growlers?
Yes, I went to Hyatt in Arlington. There's the brew shop, and I bought a 16-ounce growler of beer the other day when I was there. Like, I kind of wanted it, but I kind of didn't want it, and I was like, just give me 16 ounces. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, boy, if Ricky could see me now, boy, he would.
Yeah, the biggest smile on his face. I didn't even know they made 16.
I've got a couple 22s from New York. They're pretty common. 22s are pretty common in New York. I've never seen
22 ounce
16.
growler?
Wow, that's
Yeah.
weird.
That
I've
is
never
weird.
seen a 22 ounce growler.
I don't know why. It's a
in,
random size.
in Southern California, it's pretty much 32, 64, and then some people will do 40s for hydro flasks and cream
Huh.
can. But for the most part, it's 32s and 64s.
40
For the longest time in
milliliters.
Florida,
Now finally crowd rollers.
for
40
the
what?
longest time in Florida, they didn't even do 64. They only did 32s and 128s.
I've never seen a 128. That actually blows my mind, to be honest.
I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, you know how
It's a gallon of beer, right? It's
have you ever seen
Milk jug.
the 1 gallon homebrew kit?
Yeah, like with the little carboy.
Yeah, that
Yeah, like the
That's
moonshine,
it.
right? The moonshine jug.
Exactly. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Ben, going back to your physics, I've been looking at those
Yeah.
for quite a while, and it kills me because I have a friend who got one, and we did a side by side. We even did a blind taste test, even though you could totally tell by mouthfeel.
Yeah.
And because I wanted to hate it, I wanted to think that it was super gimmicky, because it's all just about the head and ultrasonic waves and bullshit. And I had it, and I was like, man, you know what? Honestly, I can tell a difference. And I don't know. Like, I want to hate it, but I have to admit, it's actually, there's enough of a difference that it's interesting.
I was really surprised too, and I gotta tell you guys too, I was not paid by physics at all. I got this machine. I was like, well, let's see what it's about. And it's like the convenience factor for me also comes into play. Like, I don't have an open bottle sitting around, I'm not worried about it going bad. Apparently it stays cold in this thing for 12 hours. And it kind of does. It does stay kind of cold because there's like a seal. But you can put ice in there and hold the bottle for 24 hours, which I think is a little bit pushing it.
But how would an open bottle go bad? Unless you didn't drink it, Ben. I mean,
well, that's the thing. Is like, sometimes you don't want to chug. That's all I'm saying.
You lose the carbonation a little bit. Like, I've got one of these from the brewery to kind of cap it to try and help that, that doesn't expand. But that thing has supposedly is that once it starts going, it creates suction or a vacuum, from my understanding. Is that right, Ben?
There it goes.
sounds like a queef. That's a queef.
Yeah, it's you could say it's like that, yeah. So it's not really a vacuum.
Oh,
Turn
okay.
the iPad around.
Yeah, because there's a tube. That tube goes straight to the bottom of the bottle, so it's it's not
Bottom of the
sucking the
bottle.
air out of there.
Oh yeah, I thought there was suction created, throughout the whole thing.
Oh, I see what
I
you're
didn't
saying.
realize. I don't know for sure.
So it's just a vacuum seal. This is like silicone or whatever. And
So
this
James, you're probably right.
So yeah, I mean it's like a vacuum, but yeah, there's the tube at the end of the bottle there. But you can see this. You put the tube outside so you don't.
Oh, so it literally goes right into the bottle. It's not like you pour the bottle into a vessel inside that.
No, which is another concern for me. Like, I didn't want to, contaminate my beer by pouring it in some random, basically drain, into like this, universal container that I'm gonna have 7 beers in. But
Did I just see a Richard Persimmons label just now? Is that what I saw?
Yeah, I've got it on my laptop here.
Everybody
beer so much. I just took the label off.
Man.
Get that.
Did you see it? I don't know. If
Yeah,
you
we
can
saw that. Yeah.
Get
Now we understand you, Benjamin. We understand you
Wait,
now.
what?
I
Benjamin.
love
My sticker? What's happening?
Richard Persimmons.
It was good, man. It was good. So I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a sip left.
Yeah,
Like this isn't even enough like for a pour.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you would definitely chug it. That's Bell's Black Note. Yeah, I would chug that.
That's not a chug. That's just
No, it's like a sip.
Yeah,
Like
a
it
sip.
barely coated my.
But don't throw it away. Is all I'm saying, man.
Hyatt, how? No, the beer.
Oh, the beer. Sure.
Hyatt, how is your bacon maple nib chocolate coconut bourbon barrel all that stuff beer evolved?
Sorry, you have to excuse me. Like, I got sick last time we were out here. I've had a cold since, but still not getting any bacon. Just maybe slightly. Maples definitely come out quite a bit more. Definitely get that rye barrel characteristic, but yeah, it hasn't really changed a whole lot from being cold to now.
Well, to talk a little bit about what I had, this is like I said, my local municipality's water, Prince William County Water Authority. I actually went on their website and got their water profile. This water is very soft. It's like less than 100 parts per million of whatever it is stuff.
Hey man, the SRM is probably like what, 0.001?
Oh, SRM is no, it's definitely 0 for sure.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's about.
Well, the IBU, that's got to be 0 too, right?
0 IBUs, 0 SRM. Clearly, I think they filtered it.
How's the mouth?
It's definitely not New England. It's not Northeast water.
That mouthfeel's got to be pretty thin, right?
It is like minus mouthfeel.
Michigan type water.
But no, this is not Flint. Not Flint water.
They must have whirlpooled the F out of that, right?
Absolutely, no doubt about it. And they didn't dry hop it at all. But anyway, this water is actually, jokes aside, my water is really good for brewing because it really is super, like, I was surprised when I went to their website and looked at their profile. This water is super soft. And as you know, it's easier to add stuff to water than it is to RO it and then add stuff to it. So, but I never add anything to my water when I brew. I probably should, but I don't. But nonetheless,
I'm jealous because my water sucks. Well, because it's freaking bought from Arizona / Northern California / wherever we can freaking buy it from, and then it's piped through hundreds of miles of crap. So the water I have is hard and disgusting. So I'm pretty jealous about that.
Yeah. It works for me, so I'm cool with it.
All right, I'm gonna get another beer.
Sorry, guys, I was grabbing a beer.
It's all good. We're about to take this off air. That viewer, I see you. Viewer. If you want to join us, like I said, hit us up on. Oh, somebody did hit us on Twitter, and I missed it. James.
I'm sorry.
So if you
I heard my name.
If you want to, no, don't worry about it. Out the link for the show or a picture. My bad. Nonetheless, if you want to join the Friday Night Hangout, hit us up at Craft Nation on Twitter. We'll shoot you a link. You can come in, join the after party. We won't bite. I promise you, we're just gonna have a whole bunch of fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, until next Friday. Cheers.
Peace out. Cheers, kids.